with the love of my life, and life is easy. All I have to do is smile. That's it. It's not a hard job. It's anyone here could do. But the problem was never going to get better unless somebody did something about it. And I had waited, and I had waited. No one else was doing anything about it. I talked to other people. People are scared like hell. I was scared like hell. But not doing it became worse than doing it. And there's this idea that one of the strongest ways for people to make a difference is to recognize the things that they do know. The things that they don't have to be educated by other people on because it's their life, it's near them, it's happening locally. They understand the issues, they understand the players. And to recognize that there are no heroes. Nobody's going to come around and fix this for you. Right? There is no class of person who goes around there, an adventurer, they're fixing all the problems. That person is you. It's us. It's all of us every time. And I think, yeah, you know, I'm not going to save the world. I took my best shot, didn't I? Right.
No, but you did.
But the thing is, you don't have to. It's not up to you alone. All you have to do is something. All you have to do is put a brick on the ground so that someone else can put their brick on top of it. And step by step, I think we are. We are going to have problems. We are going to have politicians. We are going to have elections where they come in and they knock all the bricks over, right? But there are more of us than there are of them.
Sorry, you have to cut for technical reason. Yeah, but the thing is, like, you know, whenever an individual does something, like you did, you've done it, I've done it, like, you know, because you just feel you must, you know, after, and it's this recognition that it's not only that individuals can change the world, it's this recognition that you must as well. And you might not change, like, with a big bang, but, you know.
It's also, like you said, good examples. We need positive examples. We need people trying. We need people striving, right? Even if they don't make it.
I think coming back to where we were just before we had to cut about the need for courage. And I want to think a little bit about the different contexts in which, you know, there's extraordinary courage, extraordinary sacrifices, and small, and you were talking about relatively small, and you got to think about, you know, a little bit more about what makes it possible for people to be able to be courageous.
Okay. I don't remember what take we're on, but we'll go from here. Final leg.
But earlier in this conversation, you also made the point about how small the table is, and that critical parts of the conversation are just off the table. And what's really terrifying is when, in order to make a critical point, you've basically got to leap off the table. I mean, you had to sacrifice. I guess you imagine you were going to sacrifice everything. You were more lucky than it turned out expected to be. I've never had to make a sacrifice as big as yours. But I have been in this position where I felt like the right thing to do is self-destructive in a certain way. It's leaping off of a cliff, and you know there's nothing at the bottom, but it's the thing that has to happen if it's going to begin to move the conversation in the right way. And I just wonder, when you reflect on that, like, what is it that we can imagine inspiring people to do when the table is so small and we can't get the right answers on the table?
That would be my excuse. No, I do think it's unrealistic to rely on altruism or self-sacrifice. We've talked today about incentives. Perhaps this is the core problem. People believe that truly participating in a meaningful way in their system, trying to change things for the better, seeing a central injustice and trying to challenge it, will cost them more than they gain. Maybe that's what needs to change. We have seen the last decade is perhaps the clearest example in modern history of the effectiveness of the politics of fear. Fear works as a political strategy. The only thing a politician needs to do to carve a gaping hole in our most treasured sort of values, our heritage, our history, our system of laws, our protection of rights, is say, because terrorism. Done. That's all it takes. Repeated enough times like an incantation, and rights will just evaporate, get out of the way, and the wall will pass. What if we could change that? Yeah. And rights will just evaporate, get out of the way, and the wall will pass.
Kids in college, and a mortgage, and partner with someone who had a career. Kids. Then your refusal to do the brave thing is really an act of charity or generosity to them.
Yeah,
because you're so tied, you're bonded together.
But the larger dynamic behind what you were describing there, older people who are more established, they are, in many ways, the established. They're not the big establishment that's, keeping people down, but they have lost a large part of their democratic influence because they have something they are afraid to lose. Fear.
Exactly.
We have to break the fear.
Crisis is coming, but are we ready?
Yeah.
I think there's an honesty to that none of us are special. In fact, the most interesting commonality of our backgrounds is how different we are. And maybe this is, not to get too cute in the answers here, but this is the beautiful thing about that idea we were describing of why democracy, why we really care anymore. Well, it's about the right of self-determination. Ordinary people can do extraordinary things. And if they don't, there are costs to that are greater than what we put on the table.
Exactly. And that's exactly the point. That we are all just ordinary people that felt inspired to, take a leap of faith. Or
I'm more ordinary.
No. I'm the most ordinary. Defined by my standards.
We're all going to fight over this.
Yes. Okay, so let's throw dice on that.
This is the moment.
Thank you.
It's really wonderful.
Yeah, me too. Awesome.
Happy? Can we close the cameras?
Thank you.
In the end, as I walked out, the part that I was hopeful of, that we would have a plan, there'd be a way to go forward, like an obvious way to go forward, didn't happen. The idea that he put on the table, which was so compelling, the idea that we can't put on the table the things that we need to be talking about, and that drives people, reformers like me, to recognize that we've got to be willing to risk craziness in order to inject this issue back into ordinary political debate. And that's difficult because there's only so many times you can be crazy before you are crazy. There's only so many times you can leap off of a building before people start locking you up and saying you're not allowed to go out anymore. And the failures pile on. One person I didn't even know wrote me, you need to take on projects you can win. And I thought, there are a lot of people taking on projects they can win. We need people to take on projects that they will lose. But because losing, they can move the argument at least.
The key to be able to function in these sort of times we're in is to just be able to willing to let go. It's not really about losing. It's just, you know, this serenity, you know, that nothing in this world is hammered out in a rock. Nothing. Because eventually this rock becomes dust and grains of sand. Maybe it's just like being able to let go of fear of change. It's much easier to control people that are afraid than people that are self-confident and believe in a collective future. We need to start to create new narratives that it's safe to change. The stability is an illusion. It doesn't exist.
The refusal of the elite to confront the fact that democracy will not accept a system where they win and the people lose left us open for a populist and this incredibly destructive dynamic. I feel like I spent way too much time accepting skepticism, taking it on board, and you have to ignore the experts in a moment of fundamental transformation, because the experts are experts within the system, not experts about how to get the system changed.
Larry et Birgitta quittent Moscou, laissent Edward Snowden. Ses idées l'ont rendu apatride. Dans cette chambre d'hôtel, en exil, le temps s'étire. Il va bientôt disparaître. Il n'habite plus que l'Internet.
The question we struggle with is who defines the eras? Who defines history? Who defines when change happens, or when it started, when it ended? Every progressive action that's happened throughout history, if we can't allow failure, periods of peace have given rise to a kind of complacency that allows demagogues, that allows fringe elements to exploit people's politeness that was born from comfort, right? Because we didn't have to struggle, we didn't have to fight. We didn't actually have to stand up and defend our ideas, because we simply believed that they could not possibly be threatened. And now, perhaps we've become too polite. Perhaps we've become too quiet. Perhaps our own comfort is our worst enemy. Being in Russia has taught me to remember that even those people that you've been taught, for years and years and years, are not that different from yourself. The Russian people want the same thing. They want success, they want freedom, they want liberty. It is in these moments of instability where it becomes very fashionable to say the world is gone mad, there's nothing we can do. But I think these are the moments where hope matters the most. Individuals have never been more connected. We are more educated. We are more well-resourced in absolute terms rather than relative terms. Is it enough? I think so. Are the challenges great? Definitely. But the reality is this: if we coordinate, if we think, if we work together, if we share the things we believe in, if we persuade people, not just in our communities, but around the world, we can construct bonds of
Bonsoir à tous, je suis très heureux de vous retrouver ce soir pour ce nouveau numéro de 28 minutes samedi. C'est vous, Alexandre Astier, qui allez nous accompagner toute l'émission. On est très heureux de vous accueillir. Vous êtes content d'être là?
Très heureux d'être là. Votre équipe s'est attendrie pour ma crève.
Et voilà, vous êtes venu avec votre potion magique, c'est ça? Parce que
Oui, mais c'est une potion magique, mais c'est votre bug.
absolument, ensemble, on va donc passer en revue l'actualité de la semaine en France, à l'étranger, et puis votre actualité bien sûr. Et votre actualité, elle est gauloise. On va voir ça tout de suite. On regarde le sommaire.
Plaisir.
Alexandre Astier, pas besoin de potion magique, vous êtes tombé dans la marmite du boulot et du talent, tout petit, humoriste, comédien, réalisateur et surtout passeur d'histoire, vous savez tout raconter ou presque, et vous traversez les siècles en vous amusant de la Gaule d'Astérix au Camelot du roi Arthur. Avec vous, nous parlerons de l'actualité et d'abord de ces premiers bébés génétiquement modifiés nés en Chine. Faut-il s'affoler pour le devenir de l'espèce humaine quand la science prétend modifier notre ADN? Le généticien Axel Kahn viendra tirer la sonnette d'alarme. Puis notre débat international nous conduira jusque sur Mars. Une sonde américaine de la NASA s'est posée sur la planète rouge en début de semaine, mais au fait, à qui appartient Mars et à quoi ça nous sert d'aller explorer l'espace? On en débattra. Et dans la dernière partie de l'émission, nous retrouverons les petits plaisirs de notre esthète François Simon et les chroniques de nos deux brillants chenapans, Marie Bonisseau et Jean-Mathieu Pernin.
Bienvenue à tous, 28 minutes samedi, c'est parti. Comme chaque semaine, nous analyserons ensemble l'actualité française et internationale. Avec à mes côtés ma moitié du samedi soir, Caroline Bré. Bonsoir Caroline.
Bonsoir.
Ravi de vous retrouver. Et comme chaque semaine, nous aurons donc le plaisir d'être accompagnés par un invité qui sera lui aussi présent pendant toute l'émission, qui nous donnera son point de vue sur ces dossiers d'actualité. Alexandre Astier, bienvenue sur ce plateau. Alors Alexandre Astier, vous êtes réalisateur, scénariste, comédien, musicien et plein d'autres choses encore que j'oublie. Vous êtes en particulier, vous avez co-réalisé donc avec Louis Clichy Astérix, le secret de la potion magique, qui sort en salle mercredi prochain. Donc le secret de la potion magique, vous connaissez, vous l'avez?
Si, j'ai eu le droit d'aller dans le coffre-fort d'Albert Uderzo pour lire la recette. Oui.
Alors, et si vous aviez effectivement la potion magique là aujourd'hui, vous en serviriez pour faire quoi?
Vous voulez dire à qui est-ce que je mettrais une tarte?
Pas ici.
Je sais pas, je l'essaierais sur quelqu'un comme ça. J'ai pas d'ennemis.
Ça fait l'embarras du choix.
J'ai pas d'ennemis. Si, j'ai le droit d'avoir, mais je les connais pas.
Bon, et puis surtout ce que vous aimez bien, c'est vous amuser plutôt que les détards.
Oui, ça va. Si, mon coach de boxe.
Bon.
Je mettrai une bonne tarte dans sa tronche, ça lui remboursera les yeux.
C'est une bonne idée. Alors tout de suite, on va regarder votre portrait, Alexandre Astier. Ce portrait multifacette, vous allez voir, il est signé Philippe Ridet. Il a une sacrée plume et il s'y est collé comme chaque semaine, ça vaut le détour. Allez, on regarde ça.
Mon cher Alexandre Astier, Lyonnais, vous devriez connaître par cœur la devise des habitants de la capitale des Gaules. Pourtant, vous semblez totalement l'ignorer. Alors, répétez après nous. Au travail, on fait ce qu'on peut, à table, on se force.